Hello everyone! Welcome to Tinig Talks, where we give voice to stories and conversations that help us understand kids better, one episode at a time.
That's right. I'm Chaya Orgales and with me is July Canyon. Now, today's topic, medyo exciting, medyo scary, medyo complicated. So, something a lot of parents didn't expect that would ever be part of the modern parenting. So, being famous at a young age.
Yes, kasi uso na talaga yan ngayon. Sobrang dami ng kids lately na, alam mo yun, kidfluencers na talaga. And before kasi, fame was something you could only get if nasa TV ka, if like artista ka, ganun, or kapag nag-join ka ng talent shows, or nag-attend ka ng radio shows, and so on. Pero ngayon, isang viral video mo lang sa TikTok or YouTube, ang dami mo na agad pwede maging followers, or comments, likes, tapos pwede ka pa magkaroon ng brand deals with those content.
Now, and for kids, the attention can feel very exciting. Parang validation siya,
Yeah.
achievement talaga for them, right? So, with that excitement comes with pressure. Imagine being 7 to 10 to 12 years old, tapos biglang may expectations ka na agad from an audience.
Yes, kasi fame isn't always sparkles and confetti talaga. It's not always fun. There's always pros and cons naman to everything. And this brings us to today's big question. Is a child ever truly ready to face fame? And how can parents guide them through this?
Yes, so actually this topic also appears in one of the storybooks from Munting Tinig Project, right? Now, the story of Ellie called Under the Spotlight. So, Ellie becomes famous almost overnight because of her videos. At first, everyone loved her, right? So, she was funny, she was
Yeah.
creative, full of confidence. But later, she started feeling pressure for more views, more likes, tapos sobrang daming expectations.
And that's the thing kasi with fame, like of course it can open doors and opportunities, but kids aren't always emotionally ready for fame. And so today, we're not here to say naman na fame is bad. Of course, like I said earlier, there's pros and cons naman with everything. We're just here to unpack the positive side, the negative side, and of course the hidden pressures, and why guidance from parents matters so much. So, let's start with this muna. Bakit nga ba ang bilis sumikat ng kids these days?
Well, kids today live in a world filled with virality. So there's TikTok, YouTube Shorts, ang dami talaga. Instagram Reels, even Facebook
Yeah.
has those, litagan, yung mabilisan lang na,
Reels din.
Reels, yeah. So even Facebook. And unlike before, you don't need a whole production to be famous. Kahit phone lang, with good lighting and cute or funny moment, boom, pwede yan ang maging trending. Hindi
Kahit
ko alam.
walang lighting, kahit nakahiga lang sila, basta may
Actually.
phone ka na pang video,
Diba?
pwede ka talaga mag-trending. And minsan, nakakatulong pa yon sa pagka-natural ng mga kids kasi hindi sila scripted, hindi fake. Like, very authentic lang yung film nila kasi they're just having fun. Just real personalities. That's why people love watching them. It feels genuine and entertaining.
Right? And to be fair, may mga positive side din naman ang pagkakaroon ng early fame, right? So, it can boost confidence. Kasi kids feel seen, appreciated. It's a creative outlet for them. So, dancing, singing, storytelling, everything your mind can,
Diba? Ikaw ba nung bata ka, what are your like hobbies na nag-boost ng confidence mo? Kasi ako, when I was younger, kapag I participate in those type of activities, talaga namang nabuboost yung moral ko and confidence as a kid, diba? So, ikaw ba? Anong mga ginagawa mo nun before as a kid? Singing, dancing?
Oh, okay. So for me, wait lang. Teka, isipan ko muna anong ginagawa ko. Joke lang. Yung for content creating, alam mo yung ginagawa namin? Gumagawa kami ng mga music videos.
Yes, like sa webcam ng laptop or diba?
Kahit nga yung Nokia namin ginagawa namin, like, magpa-play ka lang ng music sa background, tapos sasayawan mo na. Music video na yun, di ba?
Kasi ganun talaga na yung mga kids na mag-have fun. Kasi sila mag-film or gawin yung hobbies nila. And that's why it also opens opportunities. Some kids get brand collaborations, join contests, and meet new friends as well as learn new skills. Ayun nga, di ba tayo, nung bata, nagfi-film lang tayo sa mga laptop, sa mga phone ng parents natin, kahit sobrang labo ng camera. Tapos ngayon, nakakapag-film na tayo on our own sa courses natin. Kaya talaga, it helps us build skills. It can expose kids to creativity and new interests that can help their future.
But on the other side, so there's pressure. When a kid gets famous, people expect more content, more posts, more energy. And even on days they don't feel good.
Yes, some kids start comparing themselves like, why did my video last week get only 1 million views, pero ngayon, 20,000 na lang? Or bakit mas sikat si ganito, mas magaling ba siya sa akin, mas maganda ba siya, mas interesting ba siya, mas funny ba siya sa akin? Parang nagkakaroon na ng overthinking yung mga bata.
And kids aren't emotionally built for that kind of pressure yet. Plus, the scariest part is the hate comments. Oh my God, ang daming haters yan.
Yeah.
Diba?
Yung trolls.
Right? Even adults struggle with criticism. So, paano pa kaya with children?
Yes, and as you mentioned, tayong adults, affected tayo with the hate comments. Paano pa yung mga children na wala pa silang emotional tools to process harsh words, insults, or strangers judging them online? And one thing parents sometimes forget, the loss of privacy. Kung dati kasi kids could play outside freely, ngayon other kids or adults might approach them, take photos, or treat them differently.
And this is where the parents come in. So kids don't need managers. They need protectors. Someone who will say, you can rest. You don't have to post today. Your worth is not based on your views.
Yes, and importantly, syempre, boundaries talaga. What is okay to share, what should stay private, and how do we keep them safe from strangers and oversharing?
Kasi minsan, kahit masaya ang fame, when it starts eating up their childhood, that's when it becomes really unhealthy.
This episode of Tinig Talks is brought to you by the Munting Tinig Project and our Munting Cuentos storybooks. Meaningful stories for modern families raising digitally connected kids.
Oh my God, July, alam mo ba, may special secret tayo for the view.
Ano yan?
So we also invited special guests today.
Yeah.
And someone who actually experienced early fame and a parent who guided her through it. Say hi to Cristel and Tita. Welcome to Tinig Talks.
So, welcome po to Tinig Talks. Thank you for joining us. And before we dive in, syempre, introduce yourselves po muna. Ikaw muna, Cristel. Maybe you could start by telling us a little bit about your journey.
Okay. Hi everyone, I'm Cristaline Anancabo, and I started my influencer journey back in 2016. It was before the pandemic. And then I was just like filming myself, like random videos, random trends, dancing, singing, lip syncing. And then yeah, I was just having fun. And then yeah.
Kayo naman po, Tita.
Hi everyone, I'm Tita Vansh to a lot of kids. Some are influencers, but I'm Mommy Vansh to her friends too.
Oh.
And I'm an educator, and yeah, gusto ko din sana maging psychologist, but I was not really a fans.
Maybe po in the future. So, ikaw pa, Cristel, how did it feel gaining an online following at such a young age?
Well, at first, syempre masaya siya. Like,
Correct.
syempre yung validation na nakukuha ko sa mga tao na onting video lang na ganito, ang daming nagko-comment na, ang ganda mo ate,
Diba?
ang galing mong sumayaw. Tapos, syempre kapag ganun, super happy ako. Tapos kwento agad ako kay mommy. Mommy, tingnan mo to, may mga ganyan. Tapos, siguro, nung lumaki na yung following ko, kunti-kunti, meron ng mga nakakapansin ng mga little things na kapag may mali, parang po-point out. So, nung una, syempre masaya. Kasi, just doing the videos I love, tapos, I'm getting a lot of validation from it, na onting ganito lang, ang ganda mo, ang galing mo, super kinikilig ako. Tapos, nung lumaki na yung following ko, doon na din nagkaroon ng pressure na kailangan laging maganda lang. Kasi takot ako sa sasabihin ng mga tao.
Yeah.
Tapos, ayun, nagkaroon din ng point na kailangan ko nang lumabas, na mag-aayos ako, Ganon, kasi may mga makakakilala na sa akin. Tapos, hindi ako mahilig mag-ayos. Hindi talaga. Oversized t-shirt, tsinelas ng kapatid kong malaki. Tapos, boxers ng kapatid ko. Kasi mag-grocery lang, ganon. Tapos, bibili lang ng kape. Tapos, doon na din namin na-realize ni mom na, ay, hindi na to pwede. Ako okay lang sa akin, pero si mommy, parang, hindi na pwede yan.
What
Right,
were you
ma'am.
telling her po during that time?
Since I'm a com arts graduate, no, so sanay din ako sa mga performances. So I would tell her na you should dress up kasi nakakahiya na you're going out and people can see you in that attire, no, nakakahiya naman. Though at first, kasi nung mga friends niya pumupunta sa amin, especially during the pandemic, walang magawa yung mga kaibigan niya who are also influencers. Tapos parang, when we're gonna go out to do groceries, ang tagal nilang mag-ayos. Sobrang
OOTD.
talaga siya. Mag-grocery lang tayo. Ano ginagawa niyo? Tapos, then I realized na wherever we go, people would notice them, people would say hi, people would take photos with them. No? So, ganun din kaya ako nalaman na malaki na rin yung number of followers niya. Kasi yun nga, pag lalabas kami, people would ask for pictures.
Yes.
In fact, there are kids in our community who would come early to our house, no, with who would visit our house and ask for her kung pwede silang magpa-picture.
And
Then, he was still sleeping that time. Kasi late nga silang natutulog. So, nagigising siya. So, pumunta yung mga bata around maybe 10, not too early, no? 10 a.m. And then I told them, balik na lang kayo kasi tulog pa siya. And then after lunch, the kids would come back, the same kids.
And sometimes, with their lola,
Oo, tapos, every sabihin ko, hindi, ibang kwento yung sa lola. Hindi, ganun yun. Sabi ko, balik na lang kayo, tulog pa. Siguro niisip nila, totoo kayang natutulog siya or ayaw lang nila mag-picture. 3 p.m., the kids came back for the third time. And then I woke her up, sabi ko,
Tama na.
gising ka naman. Nakakaawa naman yung mga bata na, pabalik-balik dito. And then one time, ayun na nga, may kasama ng lola. It's because I was also active, no, in the community during the pandemic kasi I helped in the community. Nakilala ko na yung ibang mga nanay, lola doon sa simbahan. Tapos, minsan sasama na nila, pwede bang magpa-picture yung apo ko sa... And then one time, meron siyang event the following day. Collab something.
Yeah.
No, basta anyway. Tapos,
I broke my teeth.
tanggal yung ano niya.
The pasta in front.
Oo, yung feeling ng teeth niya. So, we had to go to the dentist. Yung dentist niya, walang clinic that time. Oo, so we went to a different dentist, whoever is available, whose clinic is open. Tapos, ang itsura niya lang, yun nga, naka-oversized shirt, naka-shorts ng kuya niya. Ayun ko naman, alam kung bakit shorts ng
Hindi. Kasi ano yun, inisip ko, okay lang. Kasi yung dentist na nahanap namin is like sa loob-looban ng Tagaytay. As in, sa loob-looban.
Oo. So anyway, pumunta na nga kami doon. Maya-maya, nung habang dinitreat na siya ng dentist, there are kids outside the clinic. Oo, waiting for her to go out. Yung pala, yung anak ng dentist, kilala siya. And then,
Sinabi yung...
in the neighborhood.
Pati yung mga magulang nila naglabasan. Tapos,
Oo.
ako hala.
Sabi ko, oh my God, ganyan ang itsura mo. So from then on, sabi ko, mag-ayos ka naman. Oh. And even our car, kilala na dun sa community namin.
Yeah.
Kasi hindi naman kami palagi dun eh. We just go there kapag weekend. Kasi we stay in Manila because my work is here. Tapos dito din siya nag-aaral. So whenever we go to Tagaytay nga, no, the kids would wave in our...
Oh, yeah, it's cute. It's cute. It's cute.
Diba?
Ganun.
So
Yeah.
cute. So, about you naman, Alet, nag-feel pressure ka ba minsan na mag-post whenever, kahit di mo, feel na mag-post ngayon? Parang if you're lazy, parang,
Oo naman. Kasi, comparing myself to my friends, kasi my friends are, my circle that time, circle of influencers,
Yeah.
they were always at our house. Like, they'd stay there for like a month long.
how?
Yeah, because they became super close with my mom also.
Oh.
Yeah, so yun nga, nakita ko kasi na they post every day. Like, the moment they wake up, they video.
Totoo. Paggising pa lang, yun na yung...
Everything they do, they video and they post that.
Yeah.
Tapos ako, ayoko kasi ng ganun. Kasi parang gusto ko rin mag-enjoy lang or just in it for the vibes.
Yeah.
Tapos, kapag ganun,
And
umabot...
it's also, you're considering the image that you want to project to your audience.
Ah,
She doesn't post anything that would ruin her image.
my brand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Understandable.
Brand.
Wow! We have an official term for it po.
Right.
Tapos yun, since sila nga, madami sila mag-post,
Uh-huh.
natanggap din nila lahat ng collaborations
Wow.
and stuff. Tapos ako, pinipili ko lang din. Siguro tumatanggap lang ako ng mga collabs kapag kailangan ko ng pera.
Oh yeah, she's lazy actually in the doing content. So whenever we need to travel and she wants to have money by of her own, so she would work. She would work.
Work
Yun.
for a good 20 seconds.
Diba?
No, but you really have to think of it kasi kung kung okay din sa branding mo.
Yeah. Kasi ngayon, ang dami ng like brand deals, like yung sa casino, or like gambling, di ba? Tinatanggap lagi ng mga influencers.
Actually, meron siyang friends na who used to accept such
Oh.
Casino.
collab, but I call their attention.
Mm.
And it's good that they listen to me.
Mm.
Kasi sabi ko, wag na yan.
Oh.
And
Honestly.
Yeah, that's why important po yung guidance. Kasi with Cristel, kaya naman niya po mag-manage on her own. Pero yung ibang influencers po, kailangan po ng like guardian, someone like you po, na sabi na ipiliin pa din yung tatanggapin.
Actually, tama ka dyan. Kasi yung mga kaibigan ko, hindi naman sa pagiging... It's a sad fact.
Yeah.
But their parents or their guardians weren't around.
yeah,
That's why they got super close to my mom.
that's why they love to stay in my place because I let them experience something first that they haven't
They haven't experienced yet.
No, tapos yun nga, I guide them kapag meron silang mga conflict, I try to explain to them, yun.
Masarap po maging mommy si Cristel.
Actually, lagi ko yung nare-receive na comments sa mga kaibigan niya.
I actually am lucky.
Very.
So, moving on naman, how did online comments affect your confidence or self-esteem?
Okay, so there was this video of mine that I posted. I was with someone, and then I got compared to her a lot.
Oh, God.
And then, kasi she's like more famous than me. And I didn't want to compete for attention.
Yeah.
But then people started comparing me with her, and then I was like, okay, I'll lay low. And then I never posted a video with her again. And yeah.
Oo, at saka masyadong harsh ang mga bata na nagko-comment sa ganun. They would
Compare the
siguro,
look.
kultura kasi natin dito sa Pilipinas talaga yung fanaticism diba?
Yes.
So once you're a fan of
course.
someone, you'll be very loyal to that someone. And if there's somebody new,
That challenges.
who they think is a threat,
Yeah.
kahit hindi naman, they would say something bad against the person. Ay, sabi nyo nga kanina, yun nga yung mga matatanda, grabe na offense sa criticism.
What
Hindi
more?
kayang tanggapin ng mga ganong klase ng criticism. What more
Kaming bata?
kids, diba? So we really have to be kinder,
Naapektuhan naman ba yung friendship mo with that person? Since, syempre may comments, or naging okay naman kayo despite?
Yeah.
If I'm being honest, it was affected.
Oh.
Even her, like, she was comparing herself to me also. And then, I was super excited the first time I met her kasi nga, I know her na talaga from TikTok. And I'm such an extrovert na I would really talk to people. I would really try to be close with them. But, ang nangyari, sabi niya, sa kanya naman ang galing na I'm getting the attention that she's supposed to be getting.
Yeah.
From the circle of friends. Kasi they stayed in my place nga with that lady friend, So I noticed she doesn't join the group when we're having fun. So she would isolate herself, and doing, the TikTok thing. Basta meron siyang sarili niyang mundo. She would not join the fun na kasama yung mga
Yeah,
group.
but
Yun pala, it's because they don't want their attention to be given to
Yeah,
Chrissy.
but it's just also sad that she's like that in person, but in camera, she's so different.
Oh, yeah.
So jolly.
Wow.
It's like everything is okay, but then after the camera, she's just gonna be in like one side of the house, one corner of the house, and then just do her thing. Yeah.
The internet really loves pinning people against each other.
Yeah.
Oh, ganun din.
Di ba?
Oo.
Oh my God.
And yun nga, nagpapadala din kasi yung ibang tao.
Yeah. It gets to you din kasi if
Mm.
madaming comments. I can't blame both of you.
Yeah. Of
Affected
course,
kayo.
of course.
Yeah.
I totally understand. So,
Actually, even the friendship ng grupo na yun were affected.
mhm.
No, not just because of that, but because of the maybe inggitan and the pressure nga among them.
Yeah,
So, yeah, they're not friends anymore. Ayun. Oh.
I'm still friends with them, but
I mean, hi.
Oh, circle. Okay.
there's specific, merong mga specific na tao na,
Individual.
na humiwalay,
Oo.
kaya nag-reason ng paghihiwalay namin. Pero ngayon, hindi na rin sila okay.
But there are kept friendships naman, no? Kasi, in fact, yung mga kaibigan niya ngayon, are still very close, to me, no? Tapos, they come to our house, they visit our house, even without her, no? Oo, minsan, yeah, they would visit me there. Tita, we miss you. Can we drop by your house? We're in Tagaytay and we want to see you. Sabi ko, Tel is not here. Sabi niya, it's fine. We just want to see you. And when we miss your house, gano'n. Oo.
Diba?
So, tapos one time just last June, no, nung birthday niya, yung isa nagkaroon na ng sarili niyang resort. Yeah, because of becoming an influencer. So, sabi niya, Tita, you visit us naman. So, sila pala yung namimilit na to visit us. Tapos pagdating doon, may handa na because it was her month birthday.
Yeah, we went there to visit them. I didn't know that we were like gonna spend my birthday there.
They prepared gifts, cakes, food. Oo. Tapos, they know that the following month is my birthday. So sabi, they blindfolded me and asked, Tita, we want to show you something. Sabi nga gano'n, surprise.
Close your eyes.
So akala ko may introduce silang boyfriend sa akin.
Ayun.
Excited lang.
Lalaki sa kita.
Tapos, so, when they remove my blindfold, biglang kumanta sila ng happy birthday and they're giving me 1,000 pesos for everything.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sabi ko, really ba? Sabi niya, oo, tita, kasi when we were just starting, you were there, you were guiding us, and, you were feeding us, gano'n, yeah.
Kaya important talaga na may guidance kasi kahit wala na yung circle nila, talagang may attachment pa rin sila kay tita kasi nga, to help them.
Pati family nila, in fact, yung isa, yung mom, kinausap ako because they're having conflict. Ako yung kinausap na, please help me naman talk to ganito.
Malalapitin si tita. Hindi nyo alam yun.
Convince him to do this and do that. So I would talk. Explain.
Oh my God.
Even politics. Even
Oh,
their
wow.
political views, no? I guide
You
them
guide
with
them.
political
That's so important.
There's
Wow.
one influencer that posted about like
Which one?
the
Oh, but
Oh,
Yes, yun na yun.
Okay.
kasi they got paid. Yun yung sinasabi ko. Yun nga, tinatanggap nila kahit against sa morals nila.
Pero nakinig naman po sila.
Yes.
Mhm.
Buti naman.
Wow.
And looking back, like yung sa negative comments nga and like yung mga naapektuhan na friendships, what helped you handle everything during those times?
During those times, actually my ate and my mom. Because I would just tell them everything. It's super important talaga to like be open to your guardians or be open to someone who can guide you. And then, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially kasi like bata ka pang minor or like teens, important talaga may adult na someone you can rely on. Kasi dapat may support system ka. Aside from your friends, syempre important na may adults talaga. Like
Of course.
your sister.
Although wala naman ako naging problema sa kanya noon talaga kasi ang strong na ng foundation namin eh.
Masyado maano yung relationship
Without
nyo.
the influencing thing.
Oo.
Talagang
Same
very close
relationship.
na kami. They open up to me like everything, even crashes, di ba?
Everything.
Everything talaga kapag
Ayun lang.
Mexico, ganyan. Oo, ganun sila. Tapos kapag may heartache din sila, they talk to me din, yung ganun. So, kapag may problema sila sa friends, mami, nainis na ako kay ganito, and I would explain to them na,
Ito yung possible na point of view nila. So, you have to be a bigger person.
Understand them. Yeah.
ayan, yan palagi. Lagi ko kwento sa kanila.
Na,
Lagi, dapat yung, bigger person.
bigger person.
Lagi sabi niya, napapagod ako pag
So, sobrang, ayan, lagi, parang minsan, natitake advantage na yung
Yeah.
kabaitan namin.
Oo.
Tapos, minsan, sinasabi ko na talaga kay mommy, Mommy, it's your fault.
Why give me the patience?
Oo.
My God. So, tita, yung ano niyo po, from your point of view, kailan mo na-realize lumalaki na yung online presence ni Cristel?
Nung ginawan niya ako ng sarili kong TikTok account.
Oh.
wow.
And I'm getting a lot of
What?
likes.
For what?
A lot of followers.
Oh my
too.
God, I think I saw that.
Even,
I think I
you
saw
know, I
that.
don't even do content.
Yeah, she doesn't even know I film her sometimes.
Oo, tapos
Ah.
siya lang yung nag-film sa akin and she would put it there. Tapos biglang ang dami ng content. Kaya lang naman nandun ako pumayag na magkaroon ng TikTok. So, I would know where she is.
Oh,
Kasi syempre, pag minsan na hindi siya nakaka-update
Oh.
sa akin and she's with friends o kaya mayroon silang ang event, no, I would know kasi she would post
That's
something.
true.
So, okay,
TikTok is more...
TikTok is not-
yeah, TikTok's more updated.
live sila, ganyan.
Uh-huh.
So, magiging audience din nila ako doon sa live nila. Yun lang. Pero yun nga, dumadami. Meron ako mga likes na 500,000.
Yeah, yeah.
Oo.
No, but it was me posting.
Pero siya rin yung
So,
content.
I was like videoing myself.
Yeah.
And then people were commenting, Ate, you look like Crystalline.
Oh.
So the content I did was like, Mom, a lot of people are saying that I look like Crystalline. And then they were like panicking, Hala, how is this possible?
I think my favorite content that I've seen is ones that you were scaring your mom a lot. There was like a lot of compilations na tinatakot na talaga kayo. Nakikita ko nagtatago siya sa kung saan.
Kaya yung pagulat ka naman sa kanya, Mom,
Mami, yan.
Tapos,
Pero siya,
Of course, ganun din naman ako tita kapag ano.
there's one time, mami, sayaw tayo.
Oo.
Sayaw naman kami.
kambot tayo.
Kembot ka lang ng kembot. And then, wala na pala sila sa likod ko. Ako sila ng brother niya, nag-edit na.
More than 1,000 likes.
More than 1,000.
A lot of views.
We love those contents. Yes.
So, from your point of view naman po, tita, ulit. So, were you worried nung nagsa-start pa lang si Cristel? Kasi syempre, sumisikat, nanonotice na ng iba. Nagkaroon po ba kayo ng worries or wala naman po at all?
No, wala akong, yun nga, as I mentioned kanina, no, I never had a problem with her. Kasi, alam ko strong yung foundation niya. Mataas ang EQ niya, actually. Oo, so, I raised the, di ba?
Patas natin?
Anyway, tsaka, hindi ako nag-worry. Actually, excited ako that time. Kasi, that's one of my frustrations, no? I wanna be a performer before, during that time. In fact, nagsasuggest pa ako sa kanya ng mga content. Kasi nga, a com-arts graduate, no? Tapos sabi niya, kaya sabi niya, Mami, hindi na ganyan ang gusto ng content na mga kids. Okay, and then sometimes I would tell her, mag-post ka na. Sabi niya, Mami, we're different time,
Time zone.
time zone.
Hindi pwede kasi hindi makakakuha ng magandang algorithm kapag ganito.
Oo. So, may mga ganun na, may ganun pala. So, syempre, hindi ko alam. So, I was also learning from her. Oo.
So, tita, meron po kaming question na medyo curious kami. Kasi, mother-daughter relationships, di ba? May hierarchy siya, di ba? So, parang, the question is like, how do you support her without being controlling? As a mother.
Ayun nga, pag sinabi ko na, mag-content ka ng ganito, sabi niya, no, because it's not it's not my brand.
Oh.
So, I would not pillit her, no, to do that. Kasi yung ibang nanay, gusto,
That's
go,
true.
go, kasi sayang yung kita, yung mga ganun. So, I just wanted her to enjoy what
Yeah.
what
So-
she's doing.
Siguro one thing also that helps a lot with my mom and I is that she gives us her kids, the chance to speak for ourselves also. If she has opinions about stuff, kaya pwede rin namin sabihin yung opinion namin para mag-meet kami in the middle. Pero ang di lang namin pwede gawin is lagyan namin ng tono yun. Kasi,
That's
that's so scary.
So, they can disagree with me as long as the tone is in a way na
respectful.
As long as it's still respect.
kasi madali,
course.
madali ako magalit kapag kapag
Yeah.
mataas na agad yung tono. Matatakot na sila sa akin. And they're afraid of me too. Oo, so, yun. At saka dapat yung mga magulang na
Yeah.
ng mga anak na influencer, no, do not make internet their only world. Dapat talaga balance yung buhay ng mga bata. Hindi po pwedeng content lang ng content. They have to also have fun with you, no, with the family, with their friends, no, na hindi content lang, hindi sila they will not have fun just to make a content, but because they want to have fun. It's very important.
Okay, so since we're wrapping up naman with our interview, what were the moments where you two felt most connected during this time?
Go,
Connected
Mom.
ba tayo?
Ayun lang.
Sakto lang.
She knows my weakness. So, every time that, halimbawa, she will not come home during that time that we agreed, no, uunahin na niya yan sa kwento. Ma! Alam mo? Ganyan na ganyan. Yeah.
To make her interested
Right?
and more like curious kung ano yung nangyari sa araw ko, nakakalimutan niya na yung galit. Kasi natutuloy yung, tapos ano yung nangyari?
Parang, master of
Tapos palagi kaming gano'n, kwento pa. Anong kwento mo? At talagang importante yung kwentuhan, communication, no, dun sa mga magulang. Kasi, by telling them to make kwento to you, you don't have to ask how are you eh.
Yeah.
That's your way of asking, are you good? Are you fine? Are you well? Masaya ka pa ba? No, kasi sa mga kwento niya, malalaman mo kung masaya siya o hindi, no? O kung may heartache siya, o yan. So, ganun.
Because yun nga, super open ako kay mama. I tell her mostly everything.
So, for the last question na po, this is for Tita. So, what message would you give to families whose kids are starting to get online attention pa lang po?
Nako, dapat habang busy sila, spending a lot of time with their gadget, dapat mas marami yung time you're spending with them.
Of course, yeah.
Oo. Talaga napakahalaga na sabay-sabay kumain.
Oh.
Oo, sabay-sabay manood ng TV. No, magkaraoke kayo together.
Well,
Alam mo, everything that you can do as a family, do it. Kasi, pag lumaki na sila, no, wala eh. Habang bata pa, dapat talaga madidevelop nyo na yung good relationship with each other para hanggang paglaki nila, mamimiss nila kayo. Oo, yung tipong, katulad namin, nandito sila sa Manila, tapos ako, pag walang pasok, uwi agad ako ng Tagaytay. Tapos biglang, namimiss ko na umuwi ng bahay.
Na kami po yung magchat-chat kay mommy na nakalimutan mo bang may anak ka?
Oh, yeah, and every time I travel, sabi, Mami, may anak ka pa dito sa Pilipinas, ha?
Oo.
Ganun sila. Oh, and they also ask me to join their Life 360. Oo.
Location.
Oo, tapos sabi ko ayoko nga, baka malaman niyo kung nasa joke. Pero ayun nga, hindi ko talaga problema sa kanila kung nasan sila, kung paano sila. Kasi sila pa yung nagsasabi na, join the Life 360, no? Na,
Okay rin kasi na pinakilala ko kay mommy yung mga taong kasama ko. And yun nga, naging close ni mommy. So, pinagkakatiwalaan niya rin. At pinagkakatiwalaan niya rin ako kasi alam ko yung limits ko. Alam ko yung tama at mali.
so, foundation talaga ang mahalaga. Kaya, wag niyong hahayaan na sila lang ng sila palagi. Yung lagi nakakulong sa kwarto. Yung laging sila yung masusunod, no? At saka, dapat i-disiplina din sila. Hindi porke nag-aaral at kumikita yung bata ng sarili na pera, hahayaan na lang nila na hindi marunong gumawa sa bahay. It's also important no? Yung disiplina sa bahay, disiplina sa sarili, importante yun. Kasi hindi sa habang panahon, pwede nilang pagkakitaan yan. Pwede may mangyari sa kanila, tapos wala silang, hindi na nila gagawin for kita, dahil hindi na sila nag-enjoy, na-pressure na sila. Anong gagawin nila sa susunod? Diba? So, hayaan din na makapag-aral, magtuloy na mag-aral. Oo, kasi nga, meron kang meron kang pupuntahan kapag hindi na naging okay to. Dapat laging may choices sa mga bata.
Alright, listeners, alam niyo na yung gagawin niya. Okay, so that ends our interview. Thank you so much, Cristel and Tita! Mapapavisit ako na.
Pagluto ko kayo.
Okay, nice. Sige.
Kahit wala ako.
Kahit Oo.
Correct.
Yes, thank you for sharing your journey with us. I know it's not always easy to talk about these things, especially on camera. So we're really grateful for you to share your insights with us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Visit us.
So to all our listeners, whether you're a parent, teacher, or even an older sibling, fame isn't bad, but kids need someone who keeps them grounded, protected, and emotionally safe.
And of course, just like Ellie in Under the Spotlight from the storybook, and of course, like Cristel, our guest, children shine brightest when they're supported and not pressured.
So guys, if you have any stories about your child becoming popular online, message us. We'd love to share real stories and learn from each other.
And that's a wrap for our episode. Finally!
Holy crap, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Alam mo, mamimiss ko tong series na to kasi we've been together for like 5 episodes already.
Tagal.
Yeah, ang dami na din.
Daming shoots, oh my God.
Ang tagal na pero at the same time, parang ang bilis niyang nangyari. Ang bilis na natapos.
Sobra! Parang hindi ko napapansin din yung oras kapag mag-usap niya.
Yeah. And of course, we learned a lot from this podcast kasi ang dami nating insights na nalaman. Tulad kanina sa interview with Cristel and Tita, di ba? Ang dami talaga nating
Oh
natutunan.
my God, favorite guest ko talaga si Tita and si Cristel. I'm
Yeah.
going to miss them so much.
So, what's your favorite moment ba so far sa mga na-shoot natin?
Moment, I think, well, sa mga na-shoot natin, I feel like more on the cutscenes eh. It's really funny, like bloopers. If we ever get the time to edit it out, guys, makikita niyo yung mga bloopers namin. It's so hilarious. I can't.
Yeah.
How about you?
Yeah, for me, syempre, of course,
Save
the
it,
bloopers.
no?
But, sobrang na-enjoy ko din yung Teenage Stories segment. Like, yung pag-guest natin kanila Tita at Cristel. And yung naririnig natin yung insights nung ibang influencers kahit like, from past interviews siya.
Yeah.
Kasi tayo, hindi naman tayo influencer, so hindi
Oo.
natin alam yung experiences nila. So, it was fun to hear their experiences firsthand talaga.
Oh my God. I'm going to miss this, guys. I hope in the next coming projects, we'll still be talking about this together.
Tsaka hindi naman tayo sure kung ito na ba talaga yung last episode. Malay mo in the future, di ba? Kapag nag-expand pa yung series, or malay mo later on, ituloy natin tong project together, di ba?
Yeah. Basta mag-subscribe kayo, guys.
Yeah, don't forget to follow our social media pages and visit the official Munting Tinig Project websites for more updates.
Along with Munting Kwento book series for your chikiting.
Once again, this is July.
And I'm Chayo Ordiales.
This has been Tinig Talks, where every voice matters.
And every story finds its time to shine.
Bye!
Bye!